God that you have something available, or you're installing a bunch of stuff in root that you don't want to. And so, yeah, like, I like that my dot files are separate from my my NeoVim configuration, just because, again, I can have these update in different frequencies. I can say, like, all right, well, I'm not as worried about updating my NeoVim as often. So, let's just focus on having a really up-to-date, shell environment or whatever. Okay, so chat... This is the actual, cool. So chat, I need to figure out how I'm going to deploy the lambdas, at least at the time being. Not really how, because we already deploy them. Let me rephrase this. I need to figure out when I want to deploy the lambdas. So if we go repo quirk lambda AI. Right now, this repo deploys on dev. Now, we don't even have environment set up in this repo. That is shameful, BG. Oh my God, that is so shameful. We need to set up some environments. So we need to add some environments to our GitHub Actions configgy fig, so that we make sure that it tells us and knows which environment we're deploying to what. Pin to streaming? Why did I do that? No, I don't want to do that. So here's a question. Can I not make it dynamic, bruh? Can I do that with a matrix? Or am I going to have to separate the deploy step? Probably going to have to separate the deploy step. Currently working on exactly that. Hell yeah. Well, how do you like App Runner, by the way, AJ? Like, I literally just run Lambda. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a good old boy. Like, I just run basic Lambda, I keep my Lambdas simple. But I like, for example, I know that, like, the Google offering for running containers are like is super nice. You know what I mean? And I wonder if there are other competitive options to those on like Amazon and Azure, right? Things like that. I tried managing Nix, my Nix managed NeoVim installation to NixVim. Oh, you tried migrating it to NixVim. Nice. But NixVim just broke way too often because I needed to write Lua functions and Nix templates. Listen, I think NixVim's a really interesting project. I know it's been growing a lot. But again, I keep everything in Lua so that, like, I really keep it in Lua so that people who aren't using Nix can still use my code and stuff, right? Like, again, if you look at my dot files, I want to say, what are your dot files? I want to say that's an actual, yeah. So if you go to my actual dot files, oh, you know what? This doesn't have my NeoVim config in it. Sorry. There we go. I keep everything in Lua. Sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. I keep everything in Lua so that you can easily go to it and just be like, oh, this is how BG set up Copilot or ChatGPT or Telescope or whatever, right? If I move it to NixVim, it's going to be a lot more harder and be like a lot less approachable. I like the way you manage your dependencies. Having all your LSPs in the same environment as your editor just makes a lot of sense in my eyes. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Sirenheart. Yeah. No, I like compartmentalization and portability, right? So that was my goal with building it that way. I really want to move my entire setup to NixOS as quickly as I can. Currently trying to figure out how to install stuff like languages and other software. Well, again, if you have any questions, Moshpit, always ask. What up, Alta4? How has your day been, or your week been? Vorpal going well? Yeah, everything's good. Vorpal's going well. Yeah. We've got a bunch of new stuff that we're adding soon. I went over some of the issues earlier, so you're welcome to check them out if you want. Criminally underrated. I think they're going to shut it down, though. Of course they are. What do you like about it? GCP is the goal. Dio, no, just Amazon's app runner, which may be Dio's app runner. GCP Cloud is the gold standard for sure. I'm ranting